All gas, no brakes with it. Ya know what I mean? What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another Snap Figure review. Today we have the Elite 118, first time in the line, Jacob Fatu. I'm really glad that we're back to the review station. Get some reviews out now, and there's no better way to kick it off with the Samoan Werewolf. But I've been waiting a while for a Jacob Fatu. I really need one in my collection, and we'll get into all the details with this guy. So let's start with the packaging. Get Jacob Fatu on the side, first time in the line. This is his first figure in the Mattel line. I know he had another figure, but I didn't have that one. This is his first Mattel figure. So an Elite 118, that's like the Bloodline set. We'll see when we go on the back. Jacob Fatu here. Picture of Jacob here on the back. You want to pause to read that right there. And here it's like a Bloodline set, and then you got the collector's edition of John Cena. So they got Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, all first time in the lines. I don't have them, they got canceled on me, so we just got Jacob today. And yeah, that's enough of Jacob's packaging. Let's get him out of the box and see if he's all gas, no brakes. So here's Jacob out of the packaging, and we've got a lot to look at, a lot to go through with this figure. So we'll start with his accessories. So here are Jacob's accessories. You get 3 sets of interchangeable hands. You got mic open right here, and they all have like tape around the fingers with all of them, so that's pretty cool. Mic open, you get the ones, we the ones hands, pointing one fingers. And then the last set of hands, you get like kind of like the praying hands saying, I love you, Solo, or now I hate you, Solo. As I'm recording this, it's Night of Champions, so they're gonna go at it. They're gonna go at it for the United States title. And that should be an interesting match. But you get these hands, and then you get the cloth good. You get the werewolf t-shirt that he always wears. Very nice on there. They cut it very nice too. It fits pretty good on the figure. It does Velcro on the back. I thought that it wasn't because he usually keeps the shirt on, but it Velcro's there if you were wondering. And I like this accessory. You definitely have to put it with the figure, so. And here is the shirt on the figure, so I feel like it fits pretty slim, actually like really tight on there, and it goes throughout. You see the cuts, and it Velcros in the back. So, but now let's see the figure without the shirt, and we'll get into his attire. Here is the figure itself, and as you can see with the head scans, they got like a similar expression with the one on the box. So we'll get into that right now. Got that crazy expression he's always got going on. I think it fits him pretty good. The head scan is pretty nice for his first figure. That's pretty cool. And then you see the side of the hair. You got all that coloring and sculpting, which looks really, really good. And now the torso, where most of the controversy was with this figure. On the top, you see the tattoo right there, upper chest. And it is like very bulky on the side. I did not realize that. But if you're gonna keep him with the shirt on, you don't tell that much. And that's what I'm gonna be doing, so I'm good with it. And now going into the arms, they are a little bit like skinny, like those skinny arms. And from when he debuted on WWE to now, I feel like he's gotten a lot. He's put on some more muscle, so it is a little bit. They might need a new formula, and I think they will change the formula with his next figure anyway. It's gonna take some time to get it perfectly. But for now, I think it's not the worst start, so I'm not gonna be too dramatic about it. And then on the arms, he doesn't have the line here, that band on his bicep. He has it down here. And on the packaging, he has like on his elbow and on the bicep. So I don't know, maybe if it's just from when they're doing it, that's not on the bicep. But it's not the biggest deal right there. Then you see black wrist tape. It's got the tattoo right there, cut off by the wrist tape. That's a good detail right there. Now getting into the attire, it's a basic attire, red and black. You got like a red waistband, And then the design on the legs. The legs are a little bit skinny too. So for his first formula, I knew they weren't gonna get it right, but it's not a bad start, as I said. And then the boots right there, kind of like a little bit glossy. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a little bit different. It's not just matte black. So, but there's a Jacob Fatu figure. I mean, it's not his best figure. I'm sure he's gonna have many more down the line. But for his first one, I will take it. I am just happy to have him in my collection. Now getting into the articulation with this figure. Head is not that bad for the hair all around. It goes down all the way around. Twists a little bit. Actually pretty good movement, so you can make him like shake his dreads out. Then the arm goes up this much, down, all the way around. You get the bicep cut right there. Double jointed pinless elbows. Hand, all the regular articulation right there. Torso goes back, forwards, twists. He does the splits. Can kick up that much, down, flat cut. Double jointed pinless knees right there. And then twist at the boot, and the ankles are a little bit loose on mine. I'm not sure if that's gonna be for everyone's, but that is a little bit annoying. But the articulation is really good. He definitely moves good. You get him in the moonsault and everything. So there's the articulation for your Jacob Fatu. Now let's get into some comparisons. So here we got Jacob up next to Solo. And this is one of Solo's earlier figures. I have the Ultimate. I just haven't had the time to open them yet. I'm gonna get them opened up soon, maybe for a short with Jacob soon though. And as you can see, like Solo is not this skinny. It's just gonna take time for them to fix out the formula with Jacob. So I'm not gonna lose all hope. You still got time. I actually just opened the Ultimate Solo and they look pretty good up next to each other. And here, if you wanna put them up next to the new Ultimate Edition Usos, and you could even put them up next to the Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns. And here it is up next to the Elite LA Knight, who we took the US title from. And now let's see the US title on Fatu. So get it off LA Knight right here and put it on Jacob. And that's how I would display him with the US title. Definitely adds more to him. And that looks pretty cool. But now my final thoughts on this Jacob Fatu Elite 118 figure. I know, as I keep saying, it's his first time in the line, it's his first figure, so it's not perfect, but I'm just overall really happy to add him to my collection, and he's definitely a great guy to have. Could do some cool stuff with him, shorts, videos, and everything. So pretty happy with having this figure here today. But now if I had to rate this figure out of 10, I think I would give it like a 6.5 or 7, just because like the proportions are a little bit weird and it's not perfect. But I know it's a little bit early and this is only his first figure. I feel like a nice Jacob Ultimate would look good. I've seen some fix-ups, and if they use the formulas, the right formulas, it would definitely be a really good figure, and maybe even figure of the year. But you would have to give him a bunch of different expressions, head scans, pick a nice attire, a nice cloth shirt, and even throw in the US title, and I would definitely be buying that. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please make sure to drop a like, comment your thoughts on this figure, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.